Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Hello everybody, Carrie here with Unicorn Company. Today I'm actually going to be reviewing one of the units that came out, or one of the box. I can't remember the name now. The Lance packs. Well, it's a star pack technically. One of the star packs that came out during the Kickstarter, because I just really haven't had a chance to review them all. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. So starting off, I'm going to be starting with the Clan Heavy Battlestar. The Clan Heavy Battlestar consists of the Cauldronborn or Ebon Jaguar, the Crossbow, the Turkina, the Nobore Nin or Huntsman, Nobore Nin, and the Kingfisher. So we are going to start off with the last one I mentioned, the Kingfisher. So first we have the pilot card. We have two different pilots here. We have a 3-3 named Hafnar. Sounds like Borgnar, which I remember from somewhere. He has Bloodstalker and Multitasker. And then we have Shola. And they have Antagonizer, and that one's a 3-4 Sholar. Then we have the card for the mech. We have the Kingfisher Prime and the Kingfisher A. Starting with the Prime, it's 54-point mech, size 4, TMM1, movement of 8, brawler. Does 6-6-3 at short, medium, and long respectively, with an overheat of 1. It has 9 armor and 7 structure, making it pretty beefy. And it's going to need that because it's going to be plodding along there pretty slow. It has, for specials, case. That is likely a typo because it says IF01. Probably supposed to be IF1. And Omni. Then we have the Kingfisher A, which comes in at 49 points, so 5 points less. Battle mech size 4, TMM1, movement of 8, brawler. 5-5-3, no overheat, same armor and structure. Has case, flak 111, and Omni. Making this a better anti-aircraft platform than the Prime, and it also costs less. So let's take a look at the miniature. Now these ones are painted. I got these for Christmas from one of my partners, and she's the one I'm teaching how to play Alpha Strike. So it's very awesome that she gave me these for Christmas. As you can see, it's a well-designed miniature. It's very detail heavy. It's painted up in Unicorn Company colors. Yeah, all-around view of it there. Of course, the reflective gel cockpit, because I like those. And of course, I always put them on a gray base, or like an urban-y debris base. That way it contrasts well with the bright colors of the unit colors. I am working on getting Unicorn Company decals. If anyone is interested in that, please feel free to let me know, because I'm probably going to go through Death Ray Designs to get them. And if it's something that everybody is interested in, I might talk to my sponsor, who happens to be Fortress Miniatures and Games. Check them out at fortressminiaturesandgames.com. But I'm tempted to see if the Unicorn Company decals are something that people really do want. Then I can get them made by Death Ray and possibly even get them sold through Fortress. Because I really don't want to compete with my sponsor by selling decals on my website. So that is the Kingfisher. Next, we're going to look at the Crossbow. We have two pilots here. We have Uvor, who's a 2-3 with Lucky 2 and Sniper. Jade Falcon Mech Warrior. And then we have Donovan McKeag, who is a member of Clan Smoke Jaguar. And apparently I had no idea there was a McKeag bloodline. They have Sandblaster, LRM, and Weapon Specialist Streak SRM6, and they are a 2-3. So they are somebody you don't want to mess with. But mind you, they are in a crossbow. So let's take a look at the crossbow. The crossbow. We have the prime and the A for cards. The crossbow prime is 46 points. Battle mech size 3, TMM of 2, movement of 10, missile boat, 444 at all ranges, no overheat, armor of 6, structure of 5 with case, indirect fire 3, and Omni, making that a pretty good support platform. And then we have the A, which is 1 point less. And this is a battle mech size 3, TMM 2, movement 10, skirmisher, 551, which is more up my alley. No overheat, 6 armor, 5 structure with case, IF1, and Omni. So the crossbow A would be more of what I would probably bring to the fight, simply because I'm not paying for long range. And my short and medium are slightly more potent. Let's take a look at the model. This is the crossbow. Oh yeah, nice little bugger right there, right? So the missile ports, thankfully, are not washed out. I know sometimes the missile ports will be washed out on the miniatures. As you can see, it's very... I don't know how to put it. Oh, your jump jet ports never... Well, I guess heat sinks, not jump jet ports. I like this model, but at the same time, it's also kind of... I don't know. I don't see myself using the crossbow that often, but... You know, seeing as how Unicorn Company is almost at regimental size, I'm sure I could probably use it at some point. But yeah, the model itself is just fucking amazing. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a crossbow fan, but they really did a good job on this. Next up, we have the Turkina, a classic Jade Falcon mech. And this star is kind of weird because it's very Jade Falcon and Clan Nova Cat feeling. We'll get to the Clan Nova Cat feeling in a minute because most of this has been very Jade Falcon looking. That's a Turkina, which I forgot to do the pilot cards first. We have Inara, 4/4 mech warrior from Clan Jade Falcon, no big surprise. Maneuvering ace and Rangemaster Long, which is terrifying if you're using that because let's take a look at the... Yeah, short range becomes a +4, long range becomes a +0. That is terrifying. Then we have Inar Helmer, also of Clan Jade Falcon. And there are 3/4 with Iron Will and Weapon Specialist ERPPC. Now, a lot of these do not apply in Alpha Strike, but Alpha Strike has their own versions, which you could look up and just transplant into there. So, let's take a look at the cards. You have the Turkina A and the Turkina Prime, both 56 points, so there's no big change here as far as points. And being an Omni mech, obviously, certain things just don't change. It's a battle mech size 4, TMM1, 6 jump, sniper. Has damage of 5 at short, 6 at medium and long, no overheat. Armor of 10, structure of 5 with case, flak 0 star 1/1, indirect fire 2, LRM 2/2/2, and Omni. Alright, so it's a bit of a toolbox. Doesn't need to be, because there's a Turkina that's terrifyingly efficient, which I don't know if I want to stop and pause this to look it up. I might. Then you have the Turkina A. It's battle mech size 4, TMM1, movement 6 jump, missile boat. 5/6/6 once again, no overheat, armor and structure the same, case, indirect fire 2, LRM 2/2/2, and Omni. I'm not a big fan of either of these. Let me look up the terrifying version of this mech. Give me one moment. So if you want to make your opponent totally have to wear the brown pants, The Turkina H, I believe it is, it does 994. Only specials are Case and Omni, and excuse my cat. She's doing cat things. 994 and comes in at 64 points, if I recall correctly. She was messing with me, so I couldn't remember. It's terrifying. Getting past that, though, let's look at the actual Turkina, the actual physical model. I like it. I'm not a big fan of the fact that the Turkina looks like a toilet bowl. As you can see, it's a well-detailed model, a lot of clean, crisp lines, nothing really weird as far as what to expect. And, of course, it faces the hex side like it should. Good job, Catalyst. But, yeah. I even painted that little part metal. I have no idea what that part is, so I don't care. As one YouTuber put it, I'm not going to use the same term she used, but I am a hobby anarchist. We'll just put it that way. Next, we're going to look at the Nobore Nin. No, do not touch the tripod. Bad cat. Well, she's not bad. She just misunderstood. Yes, I know. Come up here on the couch with me. There, relax. So first we have Azvoria Labov, Clan Diamond Shark, 3/4, has Iron Will and Sniper. And then we have Carson, who's a 4/5 in Clan Nova Cat. That would be my cat being an asshole. Go do things. Mama's recording. They are Clan Nova Cat, 4/5 with Maneuvering Ace and Marksman. And then let's take a look at the card for the Nobore Nin. Now we have the Prime and the A once again, which seems to be the thing they're going with here. The Prime is 42 points, type Battle Mech, size 2, TMM of 2, movement of 10, jump. She has totally messed up my picture there. 3/3/2 at short, medium, and long, overheat of 3 with armor of 6, structure of 3, anti-missile system, case, indirect fire 1, Omni, Probe, Recon, and Tag. It's a little toolbox. Not super fast. It's 42 points. I guess for campaign play this would be great, but for tournament play, not so much. Then we have the Nobore Nin A. Comes in at 37 points, so a touch cheaper. Can't get the glare. It is type Battle Mech, size 2, TMM 2, movement of 10, jump, 3/3/3, no overheat, 6/3 for armor structure. Once again, has case flak 0/0/0 with asterisks, indirect fire 1 and Omni for 37. Once again, not the best version of this mech. Master unit list is where you want to go to find the ones you really want. So let's take a look at the model. Here is the Nobore Nin, or Huntsman. As you can see, let's pan that down a little bit. There we go. As you can see, pretty good model. It's got the cluster of lasers over on this one arm. It's got the other laser there with two smaller ones, the missile rack. The anti-missile system is its own little thing up there. I was tempted to paint that red. If anybody has ever seen like the stuff on certain naval vessels, they'll understand why you want that red. But yeah, overall, good model. I need to get a turntable. And finally, we have my favorite mech in the box, the Cauldronborn or the Ebon Jaguar, depending on where you're from. So we're going to start off with the first pilot here. This would be Clodovia. They're a 4/4 with Antagonizer. An interesting skill to have in a Cauldronborn. And then the other pilot is Thadia Fury. Interesting name. They're a Smoke Jaguar, a 2/2 with Bloodstalker. Oh my god, that is terrifying. A 2/2 with Bloodstalker. That means their target is a -1 to hit. And Rangemaster along. Oh, Jesus. Could you imagine this thing sniping you at long range with a 0 modifier and a -1 because you're its target? I couldn't. Like, seriously, that means at long range, it's your TMM -1 because Bloodstalker, if you're their target, and their gunnery skill. So, on something with a TMM of 3, for example, you might as well have a TMM of 2. And then no modifier for long range, and their skill of 2. So that's 4. Yeah, no, that is terrifying right there. So let's take a look at the mech. We have the Cauldronborn Prime and the A, which both cost 41 points. That's awesome. So start with the Prime. It is, hand that back up a little bit more. There we go. All right, so the Prime, type battle mech, size 3, TMM 2, movement of 10, skirmisher, 3 at short, 4 at medium, 3 at long, no overheat, armor of 6, structure of 4 with case, flak, 0/0/0 with asterisks at all ranges, indirect fire 1, and omni. Personally, I'll tell you all my favorite Cauldronborn after this, after I go over the card. Then we have the Cauldronborn A, also 41 points, battle mech size 3, TMM 2, movement of 10, skirmisher, 4/4/2. I like that a little better. Overheat of 2. I like that better. Armor 6, structure 4, obviously, because it's an Omni mech, case, Omni, and rear 1/1 Of the two, this, in my opinion, is the better. Now, personally, my favorite is the Cauldronborn H, which there's nothing really special about it. I think it throws like 5/5/0 or something like that. But I have an affinity for Cauldronborns, and that's the one that works out the best on the tabletop for me. So then we have the miniature. Now, the only problem I have with this model, if you look at it directly straight down, the guns are canted in slightly, which feels wrong, but it could be correct because, I mean, well, actually, that'd be right. Yeah, no, that'd be like 4 inches in front of it, depending on how those guns are angled. The model is amazing. Now, to give you some perspective, let me grab the... Okay, so this is the Cauldronborn that has a hip assembly that I ended up making a larger hip assembly for because reasons. Like, you couldn't torso twist it if it was walking, which was really a pain in the butt, and I wanted it to be walking. All right, so that is the online exclusive Cauldronborn. Obviously, it's beefier. It's much beefier than its compatriot here. But, you know, it's not that different where it's like, oh my god, you can't use this miniature. The Cauldronborn's always had chunky legs. I mean, it's just a thing. But yeah, if you look at under here, I had to build... It would be shorter, but I had to build up out of a Clint torso, actually, a hip assembly that raised the height of the mech. So I could put it in the walking pose that it's in. Because walking poses are awesome. But yeah, so that is the out of focus. That is the Clan Heavy Heavy Battlestar, and you can pick that up along with many other ones at my sponsor, Fortress Miniatures and Games. Please go ahead, visit them, and they're awesome people. Also, if you do support what I'm doing here and want to help me out with being able to make more videos and just in general, go ahead and check out my Patreon at patreon.com/unicorn company. And we have a few different tiers with different things. We are starting to get early access to YouTube videos set up, so that way, you can see these before other people. So that is it for this review. I hope that you all are having a great day, great evening, or great whatever it is where you are. This is Carrie signing off.
I'm gonna find my meaning, I can make a change. I wanna play the game.